Hello, everybody. Um, my name is Blake. This is going to be a story. Since this is Mental Health Awareness Month, I want to share my experience with um my own dealings with mental health and mental health issues. Um, Sorry. Where to start? I guess I want to say it started. I don't know, probably before my kidney transplant. If you're watching this, you might not know, but I received a kidney transplant when I was 9 years old. um, I don't know, I had this like I don't know, it's hard to describe it, but I first kind of thought I was thinking about it. I was thinking about making this video for a couple of days now, and I just got to it now. I talked with my mom and everything, and she said go for it. Making this video for myself and for other people who think that they're alone and they're not alone. This is for everybody out there. Um, I, I guess it really started probably like I said before my kidney transplant. Um, I had to take a whole bunch of medication. I still do, and like it it changed some of the coloration on my teeth, kind of. So and So I have enamel dysplasia on my teeth, which makes it look like my teeth are spotty at times. Not at times, they are spotty. They have dark spots, but it's kind of hard to tell, but kind of not. I notice it because I've had it for 21 years. And that's why I really never smiled with my teeth. I only just did a normal smile, no teeth. So I guess that's kind of where it really started. Um, yeah. Then and going further, I had my kidney transplant. I took a whole bunch of medication. I gained so much weight throughout. I want to say middle school and high school. I got bullied a lot. Um, and mainly middle school and the first half of high school, it was about my weight. I kept getting bullied about my weight. I also got bullied about kind of crying all the time. This was in middle school. I remember kids teasing me about my weight. Um, I remember this one time, this one kid told me oh, I failed a project, and this was one of the biggest projects of the year, and I'm like, how did I fail? I was devastated. Then I started crying as some kids would do. You fail a project, you're going to get emotional, and it's oh, I'm not gonna pass. I'm not going to go on to the next grade. I'm going to get held back. That wasn't the case. I didn't fail, but it was just the constant teasing and yeah. So I think that was like the last time I really like cried, like in public. Um, Going on to like high school. Um, I, I I got teased a lot in high school. I got bullied a lot in high school as well. To me, high school was a lot worse than middle school. I was on the soccer team. I thought that would make things better, but it didn't. Um, I remember like multiple occasions where people would spread rumors about me. I remember when I was in class doing homework, um, and this was in bio- biology class. Um, some kid decides to get a handful of salt and throws it down my back. And like I understand like you're at a young age, you really don't know what the difference is from right and wrong, and I've looked past that multiple times. I'm not I'm not one to hold a grudge against anyone. I kind of move on and not really forget, I guess. But I never really let my emotions come out since the last time I like really cried in public. But yeah, I was mad at that. Um, I remember this one time during my senior year where this kid was just making fun of me all day, and he was on the soccer team as well. Another senior captain, by the way. It just kept calling me names, and I said, if you don't stop, I'm just going to leave. He didn't stop. Towards me in practice. I got up and left. If the coach hadn't stopped me and asked me what the matter was, what was the matter, I don't know what would have happened. Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to know. Um, I'm not going to say names just because um, I don't want I don't want those people to get hurt for what I'm about to say. They know who they are when they watch this video. Um, Same kid teased me throughout high school, senior year again. I remember going to Kennywood. I was in a different AP class than he was. He was in AP Physics and I was in AP Bio. And like you just get handouts for papers and stuff like that just to do your Kennywood projects. And like I remember him taking my paper and ripping it up. I had nothing else to write with. I ended up tackling him to the ground and he's like, "What the hell is your problem?" I'm like, "You really asked me what the hell my problem was, even though you ripped up my project that I had to do." I I told my professor about this. He said he didn't have an extra paper, but he said I can use my phone. Um, yeah. Going on to college, I thought it was going to be a lot better, honestly. But it was at the beginning. I made a whole bunch of friends. But the friends I made are now gone. They either switched colleges or I just lost out of touch with them. And probably out of all those friends I made, I'm rooming with one this semester, my final year of college. He's a good guy too. I did make new friends, but all the ones I were talking about from like my freshman year, they're just all gone. I remember my one friend, he said, can I room with you at Point Park? I'm like, yeah, sure, go for it. He would never really get out of the room and try talking to people. And like, I made a whole bunch of these friends. I kind of think he got a little bit jealous. Like, I tried to like get him out of the room to like come hang out with us, but there were times when he didn't, and he didn't want to. I'm like, okay, it's fine. This is my new life I'm trying to make. High school was the past, and I want to try to say, like, I want to try to make a new Blake. This is back in October, my freshman year. I asked this girl out. She said no. I'm like, okay, that's fine. She then like stopped talking to me. And I thought to myself, like, if you don't want to talk to me anymore, that's perfectly fine. I just thought we could still remain friends, but apparently you don't want that anymore. So I just left it at that. Apparently, the day I like asked her out and she said no, my roommate at the time, my two neighbors, and the girl I asked out decided to make a group chat about me. They kept adding more and more people on the floor about this group chat about me. My one roommate and my one friend that was a part of it told me what they were saying in that chat. It's kind of along like the lines of, why does this freak ask me out? Something along the lines like that. Does this freak know I'm out of his league? He should just kill himself. And my roommate was somebody I could trust. Was somebody I went to school since kindergarten. And when I found out about this, I confronted him. He didn't say anything of it till like a couple summers later when he apologized. Honestly, there's differences between middle school, high school, and college. Middle school and high school are they're how do I put this? They are like you don't really know like how bad you're really like hurting a person. Like that's why like if you get in trouble in like middle school or high school, it just brushes over essentially. Yeah, you get a detention or you get a demerit. And it's like, oh, I actually did something wrong to this kid. But college, you don't have that. Um this just hurt so much when I found out my freshman year that they made a group chat about me. And somebody I trusted for years, like a decade, just decided to make a group chat about me, start a group chat about me, to talk shit on about me. And I just started falling down this hole. I didn't think I was worth anything. Um, it felt like I was a nobody. Whenever I would like hang out with that group, I acted like I knew nothing. And it felt like I was just a side character in a group of main characters. I felt like I was worthless. Then I found out like the only like real friends I made weren't coming back to Point Park anymore. Point Park just wasn't for them, and they decided to go to a different school, which is perfectly fine. They're doing so much better off now than they were back freshman year. Um, Going into the summer going into my sophomore year was probably like one of the worst summers I've had in a while. Worst and best, I would say. Um, I reconnected with some of my high school friends, which was good, really good. They're still some of the people I like talk and hang out with today. But one of the bad things, somebody like I I knew and loved became a victim of alcoholism. And uh, being an a alcoholic is is tough. Like looks like it's very tough to deal with. I've known this person my entire life, and it's hard because you've known them you've known them from a different person or perspective. Um, eh, like I grew up with them knowing not knowing that they were an alcoholic, but their personality was completely different. I grew up with them, with that person as an alcoholic personality. Yeah. And watching them going through all the pain and withdrawal, it hurt so much. I kept this a secret for 2 years. Being an alcoholic hurts, uh, but I feel like being a family member of an alcoholic even hurts more. Um, then during that summer, I watched somebody new, somebody, somebody I loved, just somebody who taught me never to give up, gave up on life. I remember, I remember my mom, my brother and I, we went and stopped and saw her, and like this was just like a family friend of ours, but we've known her for a long time, and we felt like she was just a part of the family, and we called her aunt, or we called her our aunt. Um, and like the amount of stuff she's been through, I was surprised. She still stayed on. She was still living. But when she told the doctors, like, I don't want to be on life support. I don't want to have a bag after surgery. The doctors didn't listen to her. And she was on life support and she did have a bag. They removed her colon. And like one of the final like times I saw her, I was happy, but I was also scared and sad. I was I think I was 19 at the time, and she just somebody taught me never to give up. She just gave up, and it's not her fault. Uh, She just didn't want to deal with the pain anymore. She just stopped eating. She was just tired of everything. Who could blame her? She was in so much pain. Um, then like the first week of classes ended, and my my mom told me she died. Then on the same day when that happened, the, the alcoholic family member is just getting worse and worse every time. It, it's it's hard at times to deal with that. I remember taking a walk that day after my mom told me this news, and I remember walking to Point State Park, walking across the bridge and walking along the North Shore. Just hundreds of like butterflies just flying past me. Um, and I thought to myself, this was my aunt telling me that everything was going to be okay. And I knew that at that point everything was going to be okay, but it's going to be very a very rocky start. Um, I'm I'm I wouldn't say I'm still getting made fun of, but I still think that group chat's happening. Um, what happened through me through high school and through college really destroyed my confidence. It's very hard. It's very hard for me to trust people now. It's very hard for me to look people in the eye. It's very hard for me to ask girls out now because I'm afraid that they might start group chat again. That somehow they're going to go to the people who started the first one and would do this whole thing over and over again. I've been dealing with this for a while. I dealt with this through my junior year because I ended up rooming with three of the people that were in that group chat that would talk shit about me. I had nowhere else to room with, or nobody else to room with at the time. I could have saved myself the pain and just get a solo room, just get a room all by myself. But I don't know. I wanted to show them that I was better than them. In a way of not confronting them about the group chat, but to stand up for myself. I've stood up for myself for many of years now. And with these friends, it's either their way or the highway, and I wouldn't even call them friends anymore. Um, what they did to me, what my high school friend did to me, I I can never forgive them. They cause me so much pain. If I was in the same room with them, I can deal with them. I can bear them. But I will never forgive them for what they've done to me. And I know that kind of sounds kind of mean, but they've hurt me in ways that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I remember just this past summer, a group of friends of mine, me and like 5 other friends, high school friends, um, went over and we just talked. We talked about how fucked up our lives are. And we found out there's a couple things similar to one another. That night, we went to our friend's apartment as friends, but when we left as brothers. Those those 5 friends are my best friends. They're the people that, like, when I have children, I would leave my children with. I would let them watch my children. I trust them 100%, and it's very hard for me to trust people. Um, I guess, like, just to wrap things up with, don't make fun of people because you don't know what they're actually going through. It's wrong to make fun of people, but people are still going to do it anyway. I've learned from my mistakes. I've stood up for myself. I've asked people out, and for what? I get turned around and made fun of. I get made fun of because I shake. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's the medicine I take. It's because I shake. Or not, I don't take the medicine because I shake. I take the medicine because of my kidney, and as a result, it causes me to shake. Yeah. I want to make this video to help people. People could be going through the exact same thing I've been going through, and I'm doing great. I've I'm like I feel the best I've ever been in a while. I play the piano to calm myself down. It takes me to like a different like peaceful world. I edit videos to take me to a different peaceful world. It's something I enjoy doing, and I know like it will help others. And for me making this video, I know it will help others. So please, if you're watching this video, if you're watching this half an hour video and you stayed through this long, please share this video. Share this video to friends and family. Because I know I'm not the only person going through this.